Well, today we're going to look at the topic social influence, and we're going to look at the unit of conformity, and we're specifically going to use lines, and this is for AQA AS psychology. So in 1951, Asch did a study with 123 American undergraduates. Each naive participant was individually tested with a group of 6 to 8 Confederates. These naive participants weren't aware the rest of the participants were Confederates. The participants were shown 2 white cards at the same time. One card had a standard line, and this standard line had to be matched with one of the 3 comparison lines on the second card. In the first few trials, the Confederates gave the right answers, but then they started making errors. All of the Confederates were instructed to give the same wrong answer. It was found that 36.8% of the time, naive participants gave the wrong answer. 25% of the participants did not conform at all, and 75% conformed at least once. The Asch effect was said to be the extent to which the participants conform, even when the situation is unambiguous. After the study, the participants were interviewed, and the majority said that they conformed in order to prevent rejection, and this links back to normative social influence. If you're not sure on what normative social influence is, I've done a video on it, so please refer to that. So Asch had 3 variations in the experiment. So the first one being group size. He wanted to investigate if the size of the group is more important than the agreement of the group. And it was found that when 3 Confederates were present, conformity to the wrong answer increased 31.8%. Adding more Confederates did not make much of a difference. A small majority is not enough to influence participants, but a majority of more than 3 is not needed. Secondly, unanimity. We want to investigate if having another non-conforming participant would affect the conformity of the naive participant. A Confederate who disagreed with others was used and gave both right and wrong answers. Having a dissenting Confederate decreased conformity, inconsiderate of if they were giving the right or wrong answers. The average conformity was 25%. The presence of a dissenting participant meant that the naive participants were more independent, and so the influence of the majority is dependent on the group being unanimous. The third variation was task difficulty. The task was made more difficult by making the standard line and the comparison line more similar in length. Conformity increased. Informational social influence played a big role when the task became more difficult, as the situation was ambiguous. So they looked on to others for guidance, and it was assumed that others are correct and they are wrong. If you've forgotten what informational social influence is, I've done a video on this previously, so please refer to it. Evaluation. A strength of Asch's line study is that a large sample size of 123 participants was used, which meant that more data was collected and so more analysis was done, increasing validity. Another strength is that the results got from the variations, so what we referred to previously, for example, task difficulty, group size, unanimity, are relatable to daily life, increasing mundane realism. However, a weakness is that the experiment is prone to gender bias because the study was only done on males and not females. This reduces generalizability that the same results will be found in females. Another weakness is that it's prone to population bias because the experiment was only done on Americans, and this is not representative of other countries and the way that they would perform. In our next video, we will look at conformity to social roles, but before then, you make sure you made your notes on what we've covered so far. Remember to revise, rest, test, and repeat yourself. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram. Thank you to Canva because I made these slides using their templates. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, press the bell on our channel, Revision Hub. Thank you so much.